If you're looking to add an image to your broadcast, either as a logo or a full screen image, the image overlay queue is the best graphic to do this. To get started, we're going to go to our overlay manager window and we'll click image overlay queue. You might find an older version of this graphic just called image overlay. However, the image overlay queue version has some more functionality to it. So we'll click on the checkbox here for image overlay queue and hit open. Now we're first going to get started is with this plus sign. When we click this plus sign, it gives us an option to add a logo. So when we click on the drop down here under or next to image, we have a few different templated options if we've already added in the team logos and the network logos on those team control panels, or we can do custom image. So I'm going to do choose file, and I'm going to choose this blue frame logo right here. I'm going to leave these other options here alone and just click apply. So now we have our logo right here in this first section, or this first part. I'm going to click and drag this over to the right so we can get a preview of what that looks like. Now to get it to show up, I actually have to click on it over here to activate it. And then there's a position button up here that lets me set where I want that graphic to go. So by default, it gives you a custom position where you can choose exactly where you want it to go based on the left values, the top values, and you also have some width and height options here as well. An easier way to do this, so if you're just trying to put this in the corner of your broadcast as a watermark, is you can actually choose this drop down and then do watermark. You'll notice there's also a full screen option that will scale it to cover the full screen. So if you have a poster image or something that you want to put up that is 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720, a 16 by 9 image, you can just choose full screen there and it'll blow it up to cover the full screen. For this, we're going to do a watermark, and then it has a few easy options here where we can put it in any of the corners that we want. And so I'll put it up here in the broadcast by clicking overlay, and now I can click on whatever corner I want and it'll move it around like that. I can also change the size and the margin if I want to move it further away from that corner, or change the scale of it as well. I can make it a little bit smaller there. So I'll click apply once I'm done. And now the added functionality that we have with the image overlay queue is that we can continue to add logos to this. So if I click this plus sign, I can come in here and do another custom image, and I'll choose our 5 to live logo, and I'll hit apply. And now you can see that it added that other logo right below the blue frame logo. So I can come in here and I can click on this one, and it instantly chooses that logo to go up into the broadcast rather than the blue frame one. We can also set this on a timer. So up here I can change this 10, I'll move it down to a shorter duration, do 3 seconds. When I hit play, it will automatically start cycling through these logos every 3 seconds. So if you have a logo that you want to switch, or logos that you want to switch in and out throughout the broadcast on a timer, you can do that here. Or you could also do this with full screen images. So if you have sponsors that you want to play throughout a break, you could load in your 10 or however many full screen images that you have for your sponsors, set it on a duration of 10, 15, 30 seconds, whatever you want. And when you hit play, it'll automatically cycle through those. And that way you don't have to create a video out of those to play those through. This can just easily flip between them.